information is about New Orleans. New Orleans is in southeastern Louisiana, close to Lake Pontchartrain. Pontchartrain was created in Hurricane Katrina in 2005. The Mississippi River passes through some famous cities like Baton Rouge, and one other city that does is New Orleans. New Orleans jazz. Jazz is originally from New Orleans, where slaves sang songs different from other songs, and that was how jazz was created. The reason why New Orleans owns jazz is because New Orleans was where a lot of the slaves went in the 1800s. A very famous singer and musician is Louis Armstrong, who grew up in New Orleans. One of the instruments he played was the trumpet. He was born in 1901 and died in 1971. New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints is a New Orleans NFL team. They first became a team in 1969. From 1969 to the 2000s, they were considered one of the worst teams in the NFL. Because of that, the Saints got called the Aints. Their best quarterback that they had, their best quarterback that they had and still have today is the legendary Drew Brees. Drew Brees went to the Saints in 2005. If it wasn't for him, their coach Sean Payton, Drew Brees never would have gone to the Saints. They never would have won the Super Bowl, and they might have still be being called the Aints. Questions to answer. How did New Orleans exist while it's under sea level, and why did Drew Brees go to the Saints instead of the other 31 teams? Sea level question. The reason is that millions of people care about the city, so once a hurricane or flood is over, they get right to work to save their city. Drew Brees question. The reason is that he spent lots of time with Sean Payton and because of Hurricane Katrina in 2005. New Orleans fast facts. When Louisiana was shaped, it was shaped to look like a French symbol. In the 1970s, New Orleans was in the top 5 for most populated cities in the U.S. New Orleans started out as a small camp for the French. The worst hurricane to happen in history happened in New Orleans. The Saints' only Super Bowl was in Miami 2009, where the Saints beat the Indianapolis Colts 31-17. And Drew Brees got first in the top 100 for 2010 and 2011. Resource page. World Book, Saints homepage, Wikipedia, and Google Images.